championship. And we're going straight into it. Why not? Let's go. Oh, Zach, I gotta tell you, I'm looking forward to this one, and I'm looking forward to my favorite entrance in all of professional wrestling. It is a beautiful life. And everybody here at Hourglass is up on their feet. Here we go.
Hold on.
Cleary and Bennett want to get... And Harrison Bennett and LJ Cleary were waiting for the crowd to get to the absolute peak. They come out, and look at this. Everybody's happy to see them. I love these jackets. Good God.
It's a regular Eurovision invasion here at Mayhem on Mills. And you want to talk about crowd favorites off the jump. These people came alive.
I feel like I'm speeding down the Autobahn with the hair blowing through my face, a hot smoke show on my side. I'm living vicariously through these guys. We're having a great time. It's 8 years, Zach. I'm even glad you're here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Proud to be here. This has been an unbelievable showcase already. And now, one of, I would say, the absolute hallmarks of a Mayhem on Mills show, an unbelievable tag team division. And we are seeing another shade of it right here at the 8-year Colossal.
All right, Zach, a little bit of part of the show I wish I could skip, but I guess I'm going to be a little bit biased in this one. All right, Zach, I know you're new around here. I used to have a little bit of a partnership, if you want to call it, with these two gentlemen, and yeah, it didn't really end on the greatest of terms. They got a receipt coming, but you know what? I'm here in the role of a broadcast journalist today. I'm here to celebrate 8 years of Mayhem. I will be impartial. I will do my best, but both these guys are huge jerk dick faces.
Well, glad to see that impartiality coming in here. You are contractually obligated here at the booth, and I appreciate that.
I got a lot of class, don't worry.
And you know, I thought we got through all the bad blood of Mills in that last match, but here we are, a little bit of bad blood left over. However, be that as it may, unbelievable tag team showcase about to take part here.
Better together. You know, like, despite my feelings for him, I will say, as much as I hate to say it, one of, if not the top team unsigned on the independent scene right now.
That's
but
a lot of praise.
The counterpoint of that, LJ Cleary and Harrison Bennett, two of the best unsigned singles wrestlers.
Ooh.
That probably gives Better Together a little bit of an advantage. But, what we got going on with Cleary?
A slight popularity contest to see who's starting this matchup here.
Well, everybody likes anybody. I like a wet towel better than Better Together.
Well,
like a guy named Bino.
We continue to elevate here and raise the bar. We had such pomp and circumstance for an entrance, and that was just for the first tag. You know, Chuck Steak at the start of our show mentioned, international kind of flair here at the 8th anniversary, and we are seeing it in real time. LJ and Harrison, international, world traveled, better together, also international, world traveled. And now, all business here, despite the pomp and circumstance to start with. Collar and elbow, and stiff shot right to the back.
Oh, trust me, nobody knows better than me. Better Together can hit very, very hard.
That's absolute authority on the subject, folks. And now, Harrison Bennett attempting to break out of Shawshank there, but no dice. Irish whip reversal. Barrel roll through. Look at that. Impressive athleticism and big clothesline.
Yeah, smack him right in his stupid face.
Again, that impartiality somewhat waiting here, and now snap suplex dead center of the ring into the cover. Just a 1 count. And Harrison on top of the man here. Blind tag made. LJ Cleary now getting in. And you mentioned their singles prowess, but so far functioning as a well-oiled machine as a tag team, and that's exactly what you want to see. Another blind tag. Harrison Bennett back in now. Oh! Again, like sharks smelling blood in the water, they are putting the work on that arm.
I agree with the crowd. Let's get one more time here. A little Daft Punk, baby. One more time.
If you start quoting Scatman John to me, I'm going to lose my mind. But be that as it may,
I will not.
up and over. Bennett, and now Better Together starting to try to reform here. And clearly, really showing some fantastic moves in addition to a series of strikes.
Oh, those are beautiful jabs.
Wow! Explosive kick to the midsection. Now, I have it on good authority that Better Together has been on a much more serious, devoted streak here as of late, trying to really be taken seriously as a team. And you can see there, knowing each other's next step, knowing how each other breathe, they're on the same wavelength, but can they build momentum off that?
Well, that is one of the things about Better Together. Oh, big PK right in front of us there. One thing about Better Together, they are a tag team in the vein of a Midnight Express or a Rock and Roll Express. One complements the other. That's the difference you're going to see between Bino and LJ right here, who are going to be a little bit more singles-minded, whereas Better Together, they work as a unit. They work as a team.
And now we're seeing some quick tags coming out of Better Together. Wow!
Come on, ref, get in there.
It didn't take long, folks, for this tag team match to fall apart. Referee attempting to maintain some kind of order.
Well, this is a new official. We've just got him for this new show here. You know, we're live streaming. We got a lot of things going on here, so we called in some reinforcement. He is a young guy, and Better Together, they are going to take advantage of something like that.
Throwing him in the deep end here, folks. Trash talking to the folks of Mayhem on Mills here. And again, Better Together, tandem moves on display. Some slight hesitation on that hug, but wrenching both arms. You mentioned earlier with Logan Cruz dislocating an elbow in a match, you could see something happen just like that with a move like that.
right down on that elbow. You're absolutely right.
Covered. Just a 2 count. That elbow stomp, shades of a young Brennan, I believe.
And shades of a young Bryan Danielson, who I totally stole that from.
In any case, series of pinfall attempts, and Better Together really looking good right now. Slowing the pace down and keeping Clearly away from Bino in the corner.
And if I can give a little insight right here, Ori is a little bit more of the wild card in there. He's a little bit more of a hothead. Hagar is a little bit more grounded. He's more of the tactician that you're going to get in there.
Wow. And again, looking to put the brakes on, trying to keep that tag from happening, cutting the ring in half.
A guy like LJ is very, very hard to keep grounded like that. He's very, very tenacious. He's all over the place. Wait.
Oh, Better Together attempting the double clothesline, but no one at home.
A rare miscommunication right
Oh! Baseball slide into that corner, and again, LJ
is out. This is LJ's chance. LJ needs to tag Bino and take advantage right now.
Hadar able to cut him off, but not quite. No! LJ almost in the promised land, and his partner yanked off the apron.
And I hate to say it, but that was brilliant. That was taking a negative and turning it into a positive. Ori spilt out over there, hit his head on the turnbuckle while he was out there right when LJ was right about to make that tag, pulling Bino right off the apron there. Brilliant tag team maneuvers, as much as I think these guys suck.
Be that as it may, pin attempt, but not enough still. And you can see Better Together maybe taking themselves more seriously, but this audience not in their corner for this matchup.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. They gain confidence. I don't know, maybe tagging with a somewhat handsome, marginally successful independent wrestler for a couple months, or like a year and a half there, maybe gave him that confidence, and maybe a thank you's in order, but you know what, that's for something, that's for another time.
Working out some problems here, but cover attempted, barely even a one, and you can see LJ clearly getting fired up.
I start back at therapy this week, actually.
Good, excellent.
I'll be better on commentary next time.
In any case, Ori now again splitting the ring in half, keeping his man at bay. And you can see Bino in the corner like a wild animal, wants to get back in this thing so bad. Oh, reversal into the pin, just a 2 count. Whoa, you talked about that wild streak in Ori, the explosive clothesline. Took the man head over heels.
He did I think LJ Cleary did like a 720 there.
Would have made Tony Hawk proud, but nevertheless, pin attempt once again.
Not quite the Superman right now. That's a little Tony Hawk Pro Skater move right there.
That's good. Better Together.
Talking about Goldfinger.
Yes, of course. Firmly in the driver's seat. Speaking of Goldfinger, Brainbuster Video just dropped the first ever ska mixtape, pulling together the lost media of Scatterday from 1997. Brainbuster.video for yours, but nevertheless,
LJ's got to get back into this thing right now. And there's a time and place where I got to say, if I'm Harrison Bennett, I'm saying screw it and getting in there and kicking both these guys' asses. There you go, up and over.
LJ Cleary fighting for his life here. Can he make it? No, still not enough. Horvitz able to put the brakes on once again. Desperation here. This is it! The tag made!
Oh, a house of fire!
Harrison Bennett coming in like a man possessed. Oh, kick to the midsection though. Cut the celebration short. Whoa!
Beautiful Enziguri!
Taking a negative into a positive. What a kick! And now Bino up and running. Oh, one! Can he make the sequel happen?
So nice, he's gonna do it twice!
Unbelievable! And the crowd here at Hourglass Brewery is on fire!
Harrison Bennett's got these people up and moving!
Full head of steam. Oh, what a kick! shades of Arn Anderson with that spine buster. And again, the speed! Are you kidding me? It's like he's got eyes in the back of his head.
This guy can move.
Wow! Enziguri from the cheap seats. Wow!
This could be it. This is it. Harrison Bennett's gonna do it.
2. And you want to talk about life-saving breakup. Thrown to the outside, but Harrison and LJ had it in their hands. They were right there. Blind tag applied. And Ori, rude awakening waiting for him as he got to the corner. Wow!
I gotta tell you, Cleary and Bennett's teamwork has really surprised me. These guys, I think, could actually make a run as a regular tag team. They're really showing me something.
We have seen inventive offense from both sides on this show.
Good communication, good strikes. They're right there with each other. A little bit of fine-tuning. I think these guys could make a real good run for it. And Better Together is in a whole hell of a lot of trouble right now.
And again, underhanded tactics being applied here from Better Together. And this ref struggling to maintain order. Wow! Jumping Enziguri once again, but look at this. Wait a minute. Roll up, 2. Not quite reversal, 2. So close. Oh, big chop. Series of chops.
I don't think Cleary saw that tag.
Oh, and he saw that kick. And now, Better Together back on the same page. And again, the inventiveness on display. Oh, no!
Oh, these guys are a well-oiled machine, I'm telling you, man. They are dangerous.
The cherry on top of that tandem. And now, LJ clearly in trouble. Splattered on the center of the ring. Cover, 1, 2.
LJ Cleary stays alive.
Digging down deep to kick out of that. I cannot believe a tag team match of this caliber, and it's still anybody's ball game.
Oh, anybody could take this right now. All 4 of these men are at the absolute top of their game. They are in the prime, or not, they're not even in the prime yet. They are about to hit their primes. You're gonna see this match right now. You're seeing it at Mayhem on Mills. You can see it on any television, major television screen, and there you go. They're gonna just talk trash because they're jerks. I taught them a lot of this shit. I'm not exactly proud of it, but it does happen.
Well, you mentioned it
I'm a little proud of it.
At the start of this show. That confidence can only take you so far. You cannot let your frustrations blind you from moving on to the next move. And you can see Better Together frustrated at this I'm almost gonna say Euro dream team that we've got.
Absolutely.
And the fact that they haven't been able to put them away, being the well-oiled machine that they are.
I gotta tell you though, LJ Cleary has just taken so much punishment in this match. You gotta get Bennett back in there, or this is gonna end very, very soon, and it's not gonna end good on their part.
Both these teams have taken a ton of punishment so far, and they are pulling out all the stops here. And the thing of it is, folks, this isn't even for a title shot. This isn't for an extra purse at the end of the night. This is 2 teams trying to prove that they are the best thing going in Mayhem.
And that's what I'm saying. You can see this right here, right now at Mayhem on Mills, but I guarantee you all 4 of these men you are going to see on a major television company sooner than later.
Oh, beautiful! Destroyer out of nowhere!
That could not have been closer.
When I tell you folks sitting here at ringside, that should have been it! Wow! Huge boot to the outside. Tag made. Harrison Bennett back in.
And this is it. This has got to be it.
Better Together in serious trouble. Wait a minute.
Hadarb dumps him over the top. Now it's just Bennett isolated.
To say Better Together had read their book, but now Bino taking on both men, but oh no, the numbers game. Oh, dragon screw wrenching that leg out of socket.
I think he's really hurt. I think he's hurt real bad.
And now Better Together looking for a kill shot here. Oh! Double dose of chin music to the outside.
Come on, Bino, you can do it! You can do it, Bino!
Oh!
Damn it!
Shot right to the chin, right on the moneymaker, and that's it.
Say what you want right now. Better Together are an incredible tag team, but they know that they were in an absolute war tonight with LJ Cleary and Harrison Bennett. They took them to the limit, and yes, Better Together might be the best unsigned tag team on the independent scene right now, but they were this close to getting beat by an international dream team.
And you can see the damage perhaps done here as Bennett's checking. You know, any wrestling fan has seen a dragon screw applied, but when you're held up by someone else, you can't go with the flow.
I mean,
just wrench the whole thing out of socket.
His knee might be dislocated. He's gonna definitely have to see the medic after this. He's gonna need some medical attention. That's a very innovative but very dangerous move from Better Together.
And you're looking at the cornerstone of the tag team division here. You're looking at
What is he, fancy himself some kind of 97 Sean over here or something? Good Lord. Nobody wants to see. Pull those up.
You know, we talked all about chips on their shoulders going in, but this is about as chippy as it gets.
I'm pretty sure we, in the backstage meeting, talked about less cursing, but I guess Better Together can just do whatever they want.
Well, shame on management. Mention less cursing, but not less pull the tights down for some reason.
The management here's clowns.